Good dreaming, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back on For Honor, my favorite game of the year, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to master the Warden class this time. Now, I've been doing a lot of Samurai classes recently, so I didn't want to be too biased toward the other classes, so I decided to go to the Knights next. So, with the Knights, we're going to be going on the Warden, who seems at first to be a very dull character, not much to it, very little combos, but when you study the Warden a little bit more and you put a little bit more time into it, you start to realize that there is something underneath that plainness. So I'm going to be showing you guys what that extra stuff that's underneath all that plainness truly is. So let's go ahead and get straight up into it. So the Warden has one of my favorite things I like to do, which is a unblockable shoulder charge. Now, the unblockable shoulder charge can be done one of two ways. You can either dash forward or sideways and then press the guard break button, and you'll basically ram into them with an unblockable. Another way you can do it is within a combo, and you can basically press the light attack button into the guard break, and that will initiate the shoulder charge as well. Now, there's a few ways to mix these up within your combos that can make you become a very formidable threat to your enemies, and also a very unpredictable, dangerous one as well. Some of the things I like to do whenever I am using this character is I'll like to stay close to my opponent and keep the pressure on them. Now, as you know, with the Nobushi, her whole thing was keeping your distance and keeping the pressure and using all the bleed, but the Warden is somewhat the opposite, because compared to the Nobushi, the Warden, to me, I feel like the best place for a Warden is very close to his opponent, giving that very, like I said, formidable presence and keeping that pressure on your enemy, keeping your enemies on their toes. So a good way, what I like to do is when I'm up and close and personal to my enemy, I'll do some of these combos I'm about to tell you guys, which are a lot of good mix-ups that you can use. Something I like to do is I'll use my light attack into the shoulder charge, and from there I'll go two light attacks to the side, either left or right. And something that's great about the Warden is that it also has a guaranteed hit chain, to where if you get one light attack from the left side or the right side, you can press the light attack again on that same side, and it's a guaranteed hit. So after you shoulder charge your opponent and they stumble a little bit, you have a couple of frames that you can take advantage of. And so, like I said, once you hit them with that shoulder charge, you hit them with two light attacks from the side, and from there you can do one or two things, and this is all up to you. One is either continue it with another shoulder charge after that second light attack and repeat that whole process over again, or you can mix it up if say your opponent is starting to catch on to what you're doing. Don't do the shoulder charge immediately. What you do is you stop for a second, and then you just regular grab them, because what your opponent will probably do is your opponent will probably try to sidestep to the left or right to evade your shoulder charge. But instead of you actually shoulder charging them this time, you'll be grabbing them. So by grabbing them, now they're open to two more attacks that you can do from the side, left or right, with your light attack. Or you can get in a quick heavy attack to either finish them off, depending on how much health they have. Something else I like to abuse a lot with the Warden is the Warden actually has a counter move that a lot of people don't really know about, but the difference is between all the other counter attackers in the game, the Warden can only counter attack from overhead attacks. So you can't do it if somebody tries to hit you from the left or right, but if somebody hits you from the top, you can, as soon as you block the attack, if you press the light attack at the same time, you will actually counter them and get a guaranteed hit in there. Now, what's good about this is because some people will be stumbled by this, they won't really know what just happened, and you can use that to your advantage. And what I like to do is I'll either go into two light attacks from the side again, and then go into once again into the other chain of combos I told you before, with the shoulder charge, into more light attacks until grab. You know, it's really all about the mix-ups and whichever one you feel is appropriate for the situation that you're dealing with. To me, the direct counter to a Warden, like I said before, would probably be a Nobushi, because a Nobushi keeps their distance, and when it comes to the Warden, the best place for a Warden is up close and personal with your opponent. But I'd say the best way to deal with a Nobushi while playing as a Warden would be to do parries. Now, everybody can do a parry. I remember I got a comment on my last video on how to parry. Some people were having problems with that. The trick I learned to doing a parry to get it done 90% of the time is you don't want to hold the block button, which is the right thumbstick, in any direction. It didn't press RT. It works sometimes, but not all the time. The best way I realized is to wait until right before the attack hits you, then go to block it, and as soon as you go to block it, press the heavy attack button at the same time. That's the best thing I've learned to do, and that works for me most of the time, unless I mess up the timing on my part. But that's about all I really have for the Warden. Like I said, the Warden doesn't have too many combos, so she is very limited. But like I said, if you take what she does have and you can turn it into something more, kind of like you can say the jewel within the mud. It just depends on how you go about using her. But I hope you guys did like the video, and I hope it did hopefully find you guys a new character that you guys can use and fall in love with. And speaking of love, happy Valentine's Day to all of you guys. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Valentine's Day. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos to come. And remember, stay happy, be positive, and never give up on your dreams. Bye-bye now.